of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Back to pass, it's Allard. Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Looking to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you can tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that, and you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Howard. Moving away from pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The offense set for a 1st down play. Going to the running game. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Allard. He lost one down the sideline. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to go up top. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That is what we call in the industry a rather inauspicious start.
No doubt, Reese. And just the quarterback and his receiver not on the same page on that throw. You're trying to come out in the game. You're trying to set the tone. That is not how this offense envisioned this game opening up.
And he intercepts it, bringing it back. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Just one of those mistakes. It can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. To the air, it's Milroe, using his legs to buy some time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And that's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He wants to go deep. stride at the 10. Touchdown tie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Ward. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last...
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll bring it back. It's Henderson.
The return brings it out to the 34. And the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown.
Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
After the incompletion, it's second down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, when they're making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Back to pass, it's Ward. Quarterback now breaking the field. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Feeling some heat. And the ball is picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They'll pin their ears back, get to the QB.
He tries to take the top off. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on first down, stop him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. Working on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive. You want to keep testing this out.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The sweet feet buy a little time.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit, they were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And despite going 0 for 2 on 4th down so far, going up top. Got it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to pass. It's Ward. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 16.
And the Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one.
Third down coming.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They try to pop a run on the draw. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 16, Miami 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
They're trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Line getting set on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He's going to take off. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes. Looking for the two-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and it is a one-point game. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, and probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, This is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Now the toss. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, that's a double whammy for the offense. You got the lead late in the game. You're trying to keep the clock ticking. Not only do you lose yards running the football, but you also went out of bounds, so you stop the clock, essentially helping out the defense.
Now the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll let one go down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the defense able to corral him out of bounds and stop him at the 2.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run the option. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Man, you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not 30.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Now sliding to his left. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Afterburners coming. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Ward. He's got it on the run. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. This kicker has missed his only attempt and desperately needs this one for the game. Good right down the boulevard. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback. Save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to run it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
The back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Howard. Pulls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The aerial assault continues. He's going to let it go. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Scanning the field, it's Flagway. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Taking it the other way. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Florida 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. The sure hands, it's Ibuka. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Howard. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense playing a bail technique. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Badger. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's caught. It's Johnson. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Florida. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Ibuka. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. That last completion has him set up second and short. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And what a massive play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Let's it fly. Already find a hole in that secondary. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. It's Badgett. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Zings it complete to the right.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up?
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. He fires to the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. And with the way he's